Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than... I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level. Because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
Hey, hot facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
All gravy, baby.
Perfect that you said that, man. This is your lane. You made this. This is your baby, and you're gonna see it through. You know, that's great. When Dash Bandicoot told me about you, and I'm like, I've never heard of this man before. But if you're he was like he basically told me he would follow you to war if there was a war. I'm like, I gotta check him out. You gotta check him out. You know, and that's how I started watching your channel.
This guy, he brings the energy. He's got the best intro in all of YouTube, mate. He's got other people saying his name, and there's a reason for that. And he can get subscribers from anyone. With his great personality, man. The Hot Facts is exactly that, man.
Hot Facts, KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Take care.
This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Barubi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hello, everyone. Welcome today. It is Hot Facts with Robert Reese, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. It goes 1 hour, but it can go a little further if it gets a little hotter. Hopefully everyone had a very, very great day out there. Morning time, that is. It doesn't seem like it's going to be as scorching hot, but it is sticky out there. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But there are people ordering. Okay, there are people ordering. There are people doing their thing. The streets look busy, even though gas I saw was ridiculous. People are still doing their everyday thing. Time is going to keep going, people, and people are not going to stop. Okay, they are not going to stop doing anything. So just keep your head afloat and keep on moving. A lot of the negative thoughts that you get in your head can draw you down, and then that's not a great thing. So you do see a topic up there. It is about gas, and I will let you know this, that I ran into a driver and he spoke to me, but I didn't ask him about what he was speaking, with the other driver about. They were talking about gas, and he was telling the other guy that he doesn't mind because, there's going to be less drivers. So I'm guessing he drove for DoorDash. I didn't ask him what he drove for. He just said he was waiting for an order. So I don't know if it was Grubhub or whatever. It could have been Uber Eats like me. I don't know. But whatever platform he is hoping that more drivers stop driving so he can make more. So I do know that is a positive thing if your market is super oversaturated. If it's super oversaturated, I get that all the way. But in the meantime, until that happens, just keep grinding and grinding and grinding and doing your thing. It's got a lot of great comments that keep coming in, so we're going to have some good ones to read today. It's going to be a good thing. You guys did see it said live interview. That is Jonathan Rivers right there. So Jonathan Rivers is an entrepreneur. He's an engineer. He's a computer engineer. This guy's a drone operator. This guy's a referee, trying to do CIF refereeing now for football. So he does a whole lot of things by the way of Orange County, Mission Viejo. That is in the OC, people. That is right in the OC, okay? So he's going to be coming by at that interview is going to be at 5 p.m. It will not be during this one. This is a standard Hot Facts with Robert Reese, but I am coming back at 5 p.m. and there will be an interview being conducted on here at 5 p.m. So for those of you who want to check it out, he's a successful entrepreneur, businessman, and is going to be tapping in with Reese to share some things so some people can hear. I told you guys I was going to be bringing people in from all over, okay? All over. And while they're coming in, it's a chance for you to learn some things if you're trying to do something as far as trying to work for yourself or learning to work for yourself. So all the guests are going to be relevant to anyone with that mindset right there. But we do have some great news today, people. So without further ado, we're going to get into the news. Let me bring my banner up. I forgot to bring the banner up. I'm sorry. There's the news. Now, see which one is this? Oh, did you time out on the brother? Did you time out on the brother? Before I can bring it up, did you time out? Did you time out? I'll wait for that one to load. Okay, it's coming back up. Let's see, it's going to take long. I'll just go to this one first. All right, I'll go to this one first, because this one is ridiculous. And this article that I'm going to bring up to you, let me go ahead and share this screen. What is wrong with me right now? Here we go. Bam. Okay. Delivery driver led police to large marijuana stash in Johnstown. Okay, so check this out. Okay, yeah. Okay, so check this out. Cambria County, PA, okay? A concerned, okay, so I'm guessing by how it starts, it says a concerned. So don't tell me the DoorDash person was overdoing his delivery thing and just went overboard. A concerned DoorDash driver sparked an investigation into a couple once police discovered there was a large supply of marijuana with a 2-year-old living in the home. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I got to bring myself up for this one. Oh, wow, people. So take a look at this news right here. What's up? What's up? How's it going? Check this news out right here. Check this news out right here. Check, you know what? I don't think you guys can read it like that. I'm gonna put myself to right here. Bam. You guys, you guys can read this. Here, I'll put it here. That's a little bit larger. Check this out. Check this out. Okay. check out, and I already knew from how it started, like this was somebody just going too far. All right, so check this out. Most drivers will not go above and beyond to deliver great service, but this dude went above and beyond to do this. Check this out. A concerned. What was he concerned about? Or was he just nosy, or did the person not leave a tip? If the person didn't leave a tip, he probably did this to him. A concerned DoorDash driver sparked an investigation into a couple once police discovered there was a large supply of marijuana with the 2-year-old living in the home. On May 24th, DoorDash driver told Upper Yoder Township Police that they went to deliver food to a home in Commerce Village Trailer Park. Though nobody answered the door, the driver was concerned because they reported seeing a small child, according to charges filed. When police arrived, they met with 22-year-old Ashlyn Madigan and reported noticing strong smell of weed as well as haze inside the home. Madigan told police that the child told police the child the DoorDash driver saw. They wrote that wrong. The child was the DoorDash. It was her daughter. Police noticed Madigan began to panic when they questioned her about the marijuana, and she eventually allowed them to come inside. She didn't have to do that. Their police said they found black package labeled Flood City Exotics on the coffee table. Madigan told police it was medical marijuana. However, Madigan told police she did not have a medical card. Instead, she alleged that her boyfriend, 31-year-old Donald Kerr, got it from a guy in the West End area of Johnstown named Grabs. Dang. So they just told her one thing, and she told on everybody. She didn't have to let him in. She didn't have to let him in. Went in and just asked her some questions, and she said her boyfriend, then named where he got it from, the place, and named Grab. She told the police Kerr was at work and was in possession of acid as well as ecstasy pills. Dang, people. Dang. All right, so in total, the police reported they confiscated 9 full bags labeled Flood Ecstasy Exotics weighing 310 grams, 139 empty Flood City Exotics, two large jars of Dem Boys wax, 3 Flood City Exotics jars of wax, Wanderberry hemp cones, a digital scale, various storage jars, smoking devices, and a rolling tray. My goodness. So they just went and got all their stuff, and they were just about to sell to whoever to make their money. But let me tell you this. What's up, Rev? I'm gonna zoom myself up really quick. Let me tell you this. Now, I say this all the time, right? Customer service, do your thing, work for your tip. You know, it's not above and beyond if that's what you're going to do, right? Okay. Most people don't do that. But let me tell you what most people will do. Most people will be nosy. And just start telling something. So the DoorDash driver, it was a metered door. He knocked on the door, and then no one answered. But because no one answered, he called the police because he went to deliver food. No one answered, and he saw a child. That was the whole reason, it says, for him calling. That was the whole reason. So I'm guessing that he went to a place and thought that there was going to be a tip at the metered door, and because no one was there, he was mad, called the police. That's what I'm guessing before, because there's nothing that's going on that makes that. Why would someone just call the police because he saw a child? They said a concern. So a concerned DoorDash driver was concerned because the people didn't come and get the food, but he saw a child inside the home. Okay, there's a child inside the home. They didn't come to the door because they didn't want it like that. They probably wanted to leave it door, and they probably thought since they didn't come to the door, you were just gonna walk away, like just leave it there and walk away. That's normally what we do. But because you probably took it thinking you were going to get a cash tip, you called the police and made some concern about a child. Now, was the call valid because of what they found? Was the call valid because of what they found? I don't know. But here's where it goes way wrong. When, see, the girlfriend does not know her rights. Like, she didn't have to let them in at all. See, the DoorDash driver did not have to do that, okay? The DoorDash driver did not have to do that at all, and she did not have to let them in. It could have went that she did not let them in, and they went about their business. And then they would have to like try to spy on the house and see a whole bunch of wrong things coming in. By that time, she's already called her boyfriend at work and said, hey, the police were asking about this, and this. So he's already going to be a full alert. So when he comes home, there is no warrant. They can still not let them inside the home. They can try to wait till the police to leave, to hide or do whatever, hide some stuff or get rid of it. But now, because of all of that other stuff, I'm guessing that the child, there's going to be something with the child in CPS now, all because someone was mad about a tip, and that's what I do believe it was. Now let's go and read the rest of this. Let's read the rest of it. Okay, we got down to all that. And the rolling trade. Police arrested Madigan, and the child went to stay with the relative. Ooh, okay, good. I'm glad they didn't send the kid to protective services right there. That kid could have instantly been into the foster care system, just like that. Kerr came to the Upper Yarder Police Department later that day and interviewed with police there. Police reported Kerr admitted to the possession and distribution of marijuana. They got him in there, see, and you know what they did to him inside that hot box. They said if you just admit to it, you're going to be able to keep your kid. He does not want his kid going anywhere. So yes, he admitted to it. The little tactics, people. That's why it said the child went to stay with the relative. The child did not go to protective custody. Why? When they found all of that stuff. Various storage jars, smoking devices in the rolling tray, digital scale, Wonderberry hemp cones, 3 Floor Exotic City jars of wax, 2 large jars of Dim Boys wax, 139 empty Flood City exotics, and 9 full bags labeled Flood City exotic bags weighing 310 grams. So let me tell you this now. That is enough for them to take your kid and everything. And I will tell you this. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about race. It doesn't say anything like that. But I'm just letting you guys know there are places right there where that kid is not going with the relative. That kid is going straight to the system. Okay. That is what happens most of the time. A witness came forward to police as well and alleged that Kerr threatened the woman with a once the police came, they were like, all right, now let's see. DoorDash driver, man, I don't know if it was valid or not. I don't know if it was a valid call or a concern or not. Man, this one's tough. A witness came forward to police as well and alleged that Kerr threatened a woman with a switchblade for snitching on him for distribution of drugs, according to court documents. Madigan was released on an unsecured $50,000 bail, while Kerr remains logged in Cambria County prison after failing to post 10% of $75,000. Okay, police charged Madigan with 1 felony and 1 minor drug charge, as well as 1 felony count of endangering the welfare of children. So, endangering the welfare of children. Madigan, the girlfriend, she's out on bail, so she's gonna get that same charge for that one. She's not escaping for that one, but she doesn't get any of the felonies. It doesn't say. Oh, well, here it is. No. Kerr was charged with 1 felony and 1 minor drug charge as well. And he also charged with the felony count of intimidating a witness as well as minor counts of endangering the welfare. Okay, so he's got the intimidation on top of everything that she just got there. The couple has preliminary hearing scheduled for June 22nd. Gee whiz, people. Now, let me tell you this. let me tell you this. So if you are a driver and you go up now, there's videos, people, where you see me go up to homes. And like I went up to the home that had like 45 parrots in the house. Like, am I supposed to just call the police because there's 45 parrots in the house? So if you are a driver and what kind of, I'm trying to think, what can make someone get so angry that you call the police with a concern about a child to make the police come all over a delivery? What type of person are you to go that nuts over a delivery that you didn't even see the person? You didn't even see the person. So because you were mad, you did all of that. But at the same time, there's going to be people that'll say, well, and people, wax is not big old giant like jars of wax. They're like little jars. They're like little jars like this of wax. So they had 3 jars of wax. If they were in California, they would have been good. Because all of that stuff right there is all of that stuff right there. You can have all of that stuff. Man, that's crazy right there. I just say, people, mind your own business. But there are people that's going to say, well, where they are, that's not legal where they are. And actually here in California, the wax, you can buy the wax at the place. But if you get caught with wax, yeah, that's if you get caught with like some random wax that someone made, that's a controlled substance. So, but they're said labeled. So maybe I don't know. But I just say, people, you got to mind your own business. Man, but they had all that stuff. This whole thing is crazy because they went to jail. The kid went to a family member's home. They got the dude to confess. So that was weird. The whole thing just shut. That was weird. But I just say, mind your own business, people. Mind your own business. Man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of taxpayers' money going into it. That's a lot. People, I just say, mind your own business. Delivery drivers, unless you see something crazy. Now my wife has said that she wanted to call on something, but she said she was listening and she didn't call. She was listening first and she didn't call. So, but this person, like, no nothing, just called the police, and now they don't have their kid, they don't have no nothing. That DoorDash driver is ridiculous, man. That DoorDash driver is ridiculous. People, if you just jumped in, DoorDash driver called the police because he didn't get his tip at the door. And he called the police. And when the police got there, they smelled something. They smelled some weed, and they spoke to the girlfriend, who broke like they just asked her a regular question, and she broke and told on everybody, and now they don't have their kids or anything. Well, all because of the DoorDash driver. All because of that DoorDash driver. All because of that DoorDash driver was like, nope. Man, we're going to get into this next piece of news. But for those of you who just jumped in, at 5 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time, there will be an interview with Jonathan Rivers, entrepreneur, engineer, computer engineer also, and he's also a drone operator, okay? So those are his gigs that he does, and he's his own businessman. So that's what he does, and that will be the interview today at 5 p.m., Jonathan Rivers. But let's get into this next piece of news right here. Let me see. Let me share this tab right here. Bam. All right, and this one is high gas prices affecting upstate delivery drivers. So Greensville, South Carolina, back when gas prices were kind of cheaper, he said I've had a budget for gas, let's say $40, said Guillermo Ojeda. Ojeda, a former delivery driver who used to bring meals to people in the community via Bike Squad. He said I tried to make that back, then try to make more. But when gas prices went up, that brought my budget to $60 and $80. Fox Carolina caught up with Guillermo Wednesday afternoon, where he talked about how rising fuel prices are driving many like him out of the business. For me, it's just not worth it right now, he said. Before he told us, he says before he told us drivers were rewarded based on the number of orders completed in the shorter amount of time. Okay, that's still what you're doing, but lately profits don't weigh expenses. People, I just put another video up. People, I show you how you can counter that. Some people it says some of the drivers I used to see on a daily basis just don't come anymore, or they say, yeah, I stopped doing that. Guillermo said that's the exact problem. Manager Jenny Pack says she has as Oriental House on August Street, on Augusta Street, where Guillermo now works full time. It's different drivers every day, she told Fox Carolina, not the regulars we used to see. It's hard to get drivers nowadays. So they might get one driver or try to pick up 2 orders, something like that, she added. So let me tell you this. While all those other drivers are tapping out, these other drivers are going there and picking up 2 orders. And if they're picking up 2 orders, sometimes they might have 3. Okay, the Poor Asian restaurant uses both Uber Eats and Bite Squad to deliver goods to their loyal customer base. When Jenny says, Jenny says has helped them so much these past 2 years, but they're probably not. Jenny adds that while businesses right now it says, wow, whoever wrote this, they didn't proofread. It says Jenny adds that while businesses right now while business right now is decent, there's always that lingering worry with how unpredictable things are, and it concerns her that their small business can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, yeah, you're going to see a light at the end of the tunnel. He said Uber Eats and Bite Squad, they're helping them out, but see, all they have to do is just know that for all the drivers that are tapping out, these are the drivers that are really skipping over orders. The drivers that are staying and taking your orders are the ones that they are doing the job right. So all they have to do is just ride that wave and stay consistent, and they are going to do, and they're going to do the damn thing. So they're not doing that bad. Drivers are leaving. Gas prices are making them quit, but for the restaurant, they have some faithful delivery drivers that still stay, and they're picking up double orders. So time will progress, and the drivers that are flaking out are drivers that you really can't depend on anyway. So it's a win-win if you think about it. At least dependable drivers are going to be taking your orders. You can at least smile at that. Now we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this next piece right here, and this one says it's more about this gas, people. Let me push mute. It's going to take a long time to load, and I don't want to start talking or reading it, and then it's going to start going over me. Sometimes StreamYard does this. Sometimes it does that. When you think it's not going to go, and then you start going, and then it just cuts you off, because I can't push pause up there yet. So with that being said, I'm just going to push pause on this one until the next one, because I don't know what that's going to be weird. Stop that screen, and I'll just put up this one right here. Perfect. Now let's go with this. Ooh, that's big right there. There we go. All right, so this is from, as you see, New Britain Herald, people. I like to bring news from all over. It says, from delivery driver to business owner, has run flower shop into Newington for nearly 4 decades. But check this out. The dude started this business off, okay? He didn't even load the rest of it. The dude started this business off, okay, as... It's not even loading it. That's that StreamYard. That is that StreamYard. And I'm going to take that one off too. I'll just tell you because I read it. So how that flower shop started was over there in Britain. It wasn't even the delivery. It wasn't the flower shop's delivery service itself. That person just decided to go up with his bike and tell people that if they're going to buy flowers for someone, he would go and just deliver it for them. So he camped outside of a flower shop and started his own delivery service. People will go inside, then come outside, give him the money, and he would go bike and deliver the flowers. So he became very successful for just taking all of that money. Then coincidentally, he got into the flower shop and has owned the flower shop for 40 years. And that flower shop's delivery service is the best delivery service that they have around. And the other drivers that work for that flower shop, they say that they will not leave that place for nothing. They pay very, very well. So they don't have to go do all of the other gig work because that flower shop is so busy and they're delivering flowers. They don't have to go do anything. But I thought that was so cool that, that's an entrepreneur. That's someone who started a delivery service and still has it running to this day. But check this out. All someone had to do from that business was like, hey, get away from here, get away from here. Get away from here like soliciting. Get away from here. That's all someone had to do. Now check this out. You know why no one did that? Because for 40 years of being at that place, you know what kids like to do? Sell lemonade for 10 cents, 15 cents, a quarter. We used to be the candy house growing up. We had the candy house. You want to sell slushies and chips and, real ices, people, not snow cones. This is what you do. You go to the store, you go to any liquor store, any small 7-Eleven, wherever. You get yourself them styrofoam cups, okay? Styrofoam cups. You go ahead and you make you some black people Kool-Aid, okay? Red, purple, blue, yellow, okay? Orange, okay? Get those colors. Make them how we make Kool-Aid. Pour them things inside those white cups. Put them things inside the freezer, and then you charge right there. Each one, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. Boom. You go sell those. We used to go door to door and knock on the door and let them know that the candy house is open, they're ready, and they come to our house, and we go ahead and sell them things, okay? Sell them things. Boom, boom, boom. Me and my brother used to also go door to door and sell cookies for this dude named Brother Bloomfield. He was a neighborhood fat dude in the hood that was able to bake really, really well. And he used to exploit us kids and underpay us for walking door to door and selling cookies. Even though we got paid, and this is how he used to pay us, he wouldn't pay us because we was young. Like, we were just happy we'd get a stack of cookies, and the cookies were like this big. We get a stack of cookies, and then he would give you your money inside a little, not even a Ziploc bag, the little sandwich bag that you got to tie yourself at the end. He would give us that with a couple of like regular dollars, and the rest was all like quarters and stuff. And we would think we was making some money, even though for having, for not having a job, we was making money, but he was exploiting us. He was exploiting us for a little bit. Our parents got mad for a little bit, but when we brought back them oatmeal raisins, they kind of got quiet a little bit. So me and my brother used to do that. We used to go out there and sell them things. Got some more people in here. People, we just had a ridiculous story. DoorDash delivery driver had a meet at door went to the meetup door. The people did not come answer the door. So because they didn't answer the door, he made allegations that there was a child in danger. The police come to a girlfriend who they just pretty much said, "What color do you like?" And she told on everybody. And then because of that, they're in jail. The kids were at a relative's house though, because the boyfriend said everything was his, and now everything's messed up because the DoorDash delivery driver was mad about the tip or not receiving it. So, how do you feel about that? Do you just mind your business, or do you get so mad that you make up something to make police come? You let me know about that. But I'm going to get into this right now. Now, the guy around here that he says he's happy, like not happy, but he's not happy, but he's like, all right, let's see that if drivers stop driving, like he's kind of happy because he's in an oversaturated place for whatever app he's doing. So it can work out. Now I got a question and this is for DoorDash drivers, because it seems like DoorDash has the most problems, has the most issues. When you're signing up for DoorDash now, have they changed it? Because I know when I used to do DoorDash, you go, you look to schedule your time, you look and you see for if it's not black, you see if it's red, and then you can go and schedule. But when I was doing DoorDash back then, it was like once you wake up in the morning, go ahead and check and see, and then you schedule yourself for like all day long. So my question is DoorDash stacked with a whole bunch of people that are scheduled all like the whole day? Is that what the problem is? And if that's the problem, why doesn't DoorDash limit the hours? Why doesn't DoorDash limit the hours you can actually schedule based on your rating? You know what I mean? If let's say it's getting to prime time and it's dinner time, and let's say someone is trying to schedule time, but you get someone that schedules time, but since they multi-app, the app is on, they are rejecting orders the whole time, and there's no one actually able to pick up those orders because they're rejecting orders because the orders on the other apps are better than that. So therefore, there's someone logged in taking up space for someone else that could be going and delivering. You know what I mean? So I feel DoorDash should step up. I think DoorDash should step up the kicking people off. I think they should step up on kicking people off for that reason. That's my brother right there. Yeah, I think DoorDash should really start kicking people out more. The more people you kick out, the more people that are really trying to schedule themselves and get that slot, then it'll go ahead and work. It'll work a whole lot more. Like let's say someone is on there, and let's say they set themselves from like 8 in the morning all the way to like 8 at night. Let's say they booked themselves for all of that time. And let's say for all of the morning time, they were just rejecting orders all the way until like 2 p.m. All of those hours right there and orders that they are skipping over, somebody else could have just been taking those orders, but they can't log into the area because it's blocked out. So if you are a DoorDash person, do you think that would work? If they literally just said, okay, now I know they got the thing I know in some areas they tried it. They were booting them after like, I don't know what it was. I forgot what Dash Bandicoot said. And by the way, Dash Bandicoot does not multi-app. He doesn't have any other apps. He only DoorDashes. And does that stuff. But I forgot what he said. But DoorDash, that's the problem. because Uber will boot you out the app. Like, they will just boot you out the app, and then you'll think like, why am I not inside the app? Like, they didn't even tell you that they were going to boot you. It'll show that you're still logged in and online. But what they do is they take away, you know how Uber says it wants to display over all the icons? They take the icon off of the front of the screen. And if the icon is off the front of the screen, you are not going to get orders. You have to then just click your app again. And when it clicks back up, it asks you stay online or stay offline. They paused you without telling you. Okay. They pause you without telling you. Uber does that all the time. And when they keep pausing you, you are more aware and more alert. And then that keeps you to keep going and making more money. I think DoorDash needs to start doing more things like that to the drivers, because it's like, and I think that's why people don't drive for like people. I think that's why Grubhub takes a while to get on Grubhub, because even though like the orders take a little longer, it pays more, and you have to do certain things with Grubhub. You can't do the same things. You can't be a DoorDash driver on the Grubhub platform. You will get deactivated instantly. You will be deactivated. You can't be a DoorDash driver strictly if you drive for Uber Eats. You can't be. They will boot you off the app. They will boot you off the app. So DoorDash, what DoorDash needs to do, okay, so this is Jonathan Rivers. People, he will be, and he says, so they are blocking queue. I agree. They should make it to where if you deny more than 2 deliveries within an hour, get booted. Yes, Riv. Now they have that, Rivs. They have that, but they have that for, let's say if you're now, if there's a DoorDash driver out there, please correct me, because we all know I hate DoorDash. So someone please correct me. I think they have that for if you are a top dasher. If you are a top dasher, if you do not accept 2 orders in an hour, then they drop you from top dasher. I think they should move that for, like you are saying, you don't do 2, then we time you out. Yeah, we boot you off. Yes, just so the orders can keep going in. And Riv, see, you are a customer. You are a customer. You don't drive. People, I told you, this channel, I'm going to be able to bring people in who are not delivery drivers. So all the no tip, no trip stuff, we'll bring your food code. This is a very successful man who lives in the OC. He's a customer. I said I will bring customers in here. I will bring the merchants who I go pick up from. I'll build a relationship. And I will bring them into the chats so people can now talk. And now you can get what's really out there. People, this is coming from a customer now. Now check this out, Riz. They're doing that. They're booting them off, and DoorDash is so oversaturated because DoorDash does not show the drivers all of the money up front, how, let's say, Grubhub or Uber Eats does. Now, Uber Eats, what they do is, from what I'm seeing, because I'm getting a lot of backlash because people are like, what is this dude talking about? Uber doesn't hide tips and all that. It's because I am at the highest level of driver for that company, so they don't hide anything from me. So I am only going based on what I see, what the app does for me. But what the other people are saying, that if it's a tip over $8, they don't even see that. Well, that's what Uber does for you not accepting the orders like that. They're going to have you go and just show you a portion up front, then you'll get the rest. I see the whole amount up front, then I get the first half, and then the back end. They don't get a chance to see the whole order, but you can see the whole order. They're not hiding it from you. They're just telling you that if you get to this level, you can see the whole thing up front. But if you saw the whole thing up front and you didn't like the price, you're gonna not take the order anyway. So why would they show you the whole thing? Now, they said we can show you the whole thing if you hit this. It's like if you're a salesman and you're in an office and they say salesman of the month, he gets that desk and everybody wants that desk, I'm going to get that desk. That's what it is. In order to get that desk and you're able to get the leads that that just went out on appointment the very next day or that same day, that's because you are knocking out those leads, you're knocking out those sales, so you get that reward there. A lot of people don't know that mentality because they think that, well, I'm my own boss now. No, you got to learn how to be your own boss, and your own boss means you go make that money and take it and learn how to maximize and make more on top of that. That's what you got to do. So Riz, we got people that drive, and they're called multi-appers, okay? They're called multi-appers. Now, we have multi-appers who do it fairly, you would say, and then we have people that are multi-appers that are dirty multi-appers, okay? And I'll explain the difference right here. You'll have a multi-apper, right? And let's say that both of their apps went off at the same time, and because they're parked in the same area, the restaurants are closed. They notice that both deliveries are going relatively to the same place. Okay, that's a multi-apper. That's a multi-apper that's not that bad, because since they're relatively in the same place, both customers are seeing that the driver is not leaving and driving around like that. Okay, so then they can still get the orders there in a relatively timely manner. Then you'll get someone that multi-apps. They will pick up an order. Okay, they'll pick up an order, start driving to the restaurant. You think you're getting your order. They're there waiting. They're waiting for your order. They checked in, and while they're waiting for your order, they get another one. And then they say, well, I'm going to cancel this one and then go take that one. And now the customer who was waiting on that food to be on time, now that food has to be picked up from a driver who now is going to think, why is that order not being picked up? So now they keep skipping that order, and then it waits and waits and waits, and you get your food cold. Now when the driver that drops it off, he's going to say, fine, I'll take the order. Then he's going to get mad if the tips is not big enough and come on here and say no tip, no trip, and start calling you a miserable human. Riz, Jonathan Rivers, my boy, for like damn near 30 years, people, they will call you a miserable human being if they feel your tip is not worth enough. They will call you a miserable human being and say it all on the internet, Rivs. That's what they do to people. And my whole thing is, I'm going to let the customers see all of that so we can fix this whole tip thing. Now, Rivs, I'm going to talk to you about this stuff on the interview at 5 p.m. tonight. People, this is a successful businessman in Orange County, okay? Let me tell you, people, you're going to go over tipping, okay? We're going to go over tipping, and the comments, with my daughter, we're boys. He also has a mixed daughter also, and he wanted to chime in on that. So we're going to chime in on that and a couple more issues, and it's going to be real and hot, people. Now, I will let you guys know this. Now, we pretty much came from the same area, okay? The same area, pretty much the same path. LA County and then the Orange County thing and all that. Let me tell you, because of how we know how to speak and converse, there's people that think that we think we're better than people. So this is going to come from someone that people think is like that, okay? So yeah, what did you say, Riz? He said, wow, I love the background info on this system. I had no idea that's how it works. Yes, Riz, this is how it works. So my whole thing is, if I can educate the consumer, the customer, and the drivers who are complaining, saying that customers don't get it, well, if I can bring them in one room and they can actually talk, you're going to be able to see what it is. Because check this out. Most of the people that are driving now used to be customers. So I don't understand how they can just forget. So we got to keep reminding people about what it is. Now, let me tell you this, Riz. Now, on Uber Eats, and I know you do ordering and everything too. Now, on Uber Eats, Uber gives the customer the ability to add a tip or take a tip away. Okay. Now, you typically have within 1 hour after the delivery has been dropped off. But let's say your food came and you never went back into your Uber app. When you go back into your app, it'll still allow you to tip and rate the driver. Now, with Uber, Rivs, let's say you order some food and let's say they forget a whole bunch of stuff. You're missing items. Let's say they were late and your food was cold. They'll get mad if you reduce their tip. Let's say you put specific instructions and they did the complete opposite. They will get mad and reduce. They'll get mad if you reduce their tip. But I tell people, if you're going to say you are your own boss, you wouldn't forget things and mess up like that. You would solidify the delivery. Okay, you would secure and solidify that delivery. And while you are securing and solidifying that delivery, what you do yourself to that person is going to make them not take it away and give you more. That's why I only drive for Uber Eats. They allow the customer to give you more based upon your business with them. People, customers are their own individual people. They choose who they want to give their money to. So why do you want to come off like an a-hole and make them not give you their money? you gotta, you see, and most people, they have to fake a certain way to not be a certain way. It should come natural, and that's how it comes. Okay, now Revs, check this out. Now you know that on Uber Eats, on Uber Eats you get priority delivery. I only order priority. You pay $1.89 extra and you get priority delivery. Okay, so priority delivery means that no matter what, your order is being dropped off first. Okay, your order is being dropped off first. We have some people that are dirty appers that will still drop off your food after they go do the other order that they have for another company. Yeah, and you're paying that extra $1.99, that $2 fee, service fee for California by itself on top of that. And people are over abusing their right as saying that they're an independent contractor, they're a delivery driver, they can do whatever they want to do. They are abusing the power that they made up. You don't have all that much power. The only power you have, man, is just accepting and not accepting. Once you hit accept, your word and everything is your bond. That's strong, secure business right there. Once you hit accept, you are tied into the same policy. So Uber, the merchant, and the driver are now alongside on the same contract, on the same bars. You know what I mean? And then we separate. Uber stays on, the merchant falls off once it's in the driver, and then once it's delivered, the driver drops off. But we all start off on the same cord. So yes, Riv, so check this out. What a lot of people on DoorDash say, Rez, they say they want all the money up front so they can see how much of a tip a person is putting in. But then we have some issues going on. Like I brought up a question yesterday, and no one really wanted to answer the question, so I'm going to bring it up right now. So someone said that if they see a $10 tip before, they're going to give the best service. I say I'm going to give my service, and then because of my service, they're going to give me more than a $10 tip, right? So with that being said, I said, so what if you get an order that's $12 in total, but then you see that they only tipped you $3.25? Are you going to not take the order? But the order came out to be what you were looking for, but you're just mad because the tip wasn't enough. The basis would did it. Some people will not do an order because they'll see that the tip wasn't enough compared to what the whole entire order is. So then your orders will get passed around. So if you're ever ordering and you see that another driver has came on to take your order, they are pretty much thinking that you're crap and they don't trust that you're going to treat them right. So they cancel you out as a customer, and now you get irritated and you take that out on the next driver that comes to your home because you're mad. And here's what the customer is going to do, Riz. They're going to ask the driver that has no idea about the other driver, what happened with the other driver? How come he didn't come? The customer don't understand that. They're thinking that we're employees of the same thing, and like we know what happened to the other driver, and the drivers who are driving don't even understand that stuff, that they're messing it up for everyone. So when I come out spitting my game and preaching what I gotta preach, I get a lot of backlash. But right now we just about 300,000 strong right now, so I'm gonna keep talking it. Let me double check really quick so I can back check that. I can't be saying no false numbers up here, because there's a lot of people that want to fact check hot facts, people. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people that want to fact check me on everything. And I'm saying, come on with it. Come on with the come on. Let's get down with the get down. We can do all of that. I am with it. Okay. 1,265 subs. Okay, but I'm trying to see the active count for these views, because I'm trying to see this. I'm trying to move myself up. Yeah, okay, 276,392 views. 192,000 views in the last 163,780 views in the last 7 days. So we are moving. We are not doing that bad, people. We are not doing that bad. I'm gonna bring the hot facts that don't nobody want to hear. So I want customers to be aware of what's going on. That's the only way things get better, people. Customers have to know what's going on. They're the ones that's going to help fix the situation because they're the ones that have to place the orders. Why do you want to shit on the people? Excuse my French Montana, but why do you want to do that to the people that's actually going to be putting it inside your pocket? That makes no sense. That's like back in the day, you know, when the messenger comes, you know, once you kill the messenger, it's over. You can't kill a messenger. He's an innocent bystander. You can't just kick the messenger down the hole. Who does that? You're going to make 300 happy. You can't do that. And 300 means that, yeah, the customer has all the ability to create a story. How you can create content and make it look good and make the trash talk look good. All the customer has to do is just not even remix that. All they have to do is just call and say, this driver did this, and it's their word against yours. And who are they going to believe? You, the people that they are paying? No, they want to get rid of you to not pay you anymore. They want the customer to keep ordering. So that's how that goes. You guys gotta step your game up. Step your game up. Step your game up. Yeah, remember that song? You got to do that right there. Now, I'm going to go off subject real quick because I know my brother and them are in stuff right here. I was on a live yesterday, and it was an East Coast live, hip-hop live, and they were talking about underrated MCs and all this. And for about 45 minutes, I just got irritated. I heard no one from anywhere but the East Coast. So, you know, I was in the chats. I was throwing in all the names. And they were trying to act like all the names weren't names until they said, okay, best group, best album. They were going Wu-Tang and all this other stuff. And it was a dope conversation. Why? First I let them. I said West Side Connection. Because they were talking about the individuals in the other groups that were nice. And that's why their overall group was nice. So I was like, you know, NWA was like, they was like, you don't say NWA because that's cheating. So I was like, okay, we gonna use West Side Connection then. So I threw a West Side Connection, and one person in there did a little clap thing, and then it was all East Coast. And I said, enough is enough. I said Corrupt and Dash like 15 times. And they ignored it until I said the dog pound dog food. Then they went bananas and went berserko and went into doing all of that. So then they were like, Corrupt is he's a rapper's rapper. So I'm gonna just say this right now. And they were trying to figure out all time EPMD or Wu-Tang. Is what they were trying to figure out. They said EPMD or Wu-Tang. Who do you guys think out of those two? EPMD or Wu-Tang? Now, some people said that, you know, EPMD, you know what I'm saying, they were going there, but then they threw in Public Enemy. And a lot of people said Public Enemy, but then a lot of people said Public Enemy don't count because they only have one lyricist. So whoever is listening to this and knows about rap, chime in on that. That was just a little sidetrack that I was on yesterday. Now, remember last week I said if you think that gas is gonna hit $5 nationwide. Right now, people, I'm thinking it's gonna hit. I said in 1 month. It might do it nationwide, which means nationwide, the places that have really high gas, people, it's going to be double digits. So my question about this is, do you guys think we should just start opening up our own reserve for our people here to save us? What do you think about that? Or do they just have us keep doing all this nonsense? I got a real big issue with that right there. But without further ado, people, check this out. We're about to get into these replies and comments. Now, people, if you are brand new to my channel, I read the comments that you guys put on air. So if you guys think you're going to write something and slide away and sneak off in the sunset, no, I read your name out loud. I read your name out loud, good or bad. You talk trash about me, I read the ones bad about me. You talk good about me, I read the good ones. You say something that don't make sense with what the video is, you get to slap yourself. Okay, you get to slap yourself with whatever object we think of. Okay, I think today we go slap people with Hulk Hogan's first championship wrestling belt. So we go slap yourself with Hulk Hogan's first championship wrestling belt. That's the slap yourself for today. So we are about to get into these comments because I know I'm gonna get some slap yourselves in here. There's always at least one. There's always at least one slap yourself. We're gonna see right now. I can't steal donkey today, but I've been doing slap yourself since I've been like 12. So we gonna do some slap yourselves. Nope, that's the wrong one. I gotta go here. YouTube Studio. Oh, and someone had the nerve to say Chris Brown is more talented than Michael Jackson. Do you know that we went over that in that live? Michael Jackson first, like whatever, not even close. And then Chris Brown's not seeing. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go like this and comment here. Okay, this video is from DoorDash. This is your problem. Now this video right here, I get the most crazy like comments on this one. Let me see, which one is this? This person says, bro, as a dasher, I gotta tell you, sometimes you gotta pick your orders. If something's taking too long, you're losing money and you need to decide to drop one and leave. Otherwise, your $20 an hour could turn into $10 an hour just like that. Another dasher gets sent that order when the dasher drops it, by the way, and if no one picks it up, DoorDash, it's saying DoorDash is still going to pay that one. You know, I read that one time ago. Did I? Let's filter. No, let's filter these to recent. So I gotta go all the way down. Okay, I gotta go way down here. Those are old. I gotta go way down here. I was like, that one sounds familiar. I know because I read them all. Dang, there's still more? I'm telling you. Hold on. Oh, held for review. Oh no, that's porno stuff. No, you gotta no one. That's why it's held for review. Scumbags. Okay, so let me go back out and go back in. Okay, and I'm just gonna read from just these and then scroll down. Okay, because that's the easiest way to do this. This one is from Listen to This Story. She probably right because people don't recognize darker skinned children. Ooh, the adults probably at school are creating this environment. So sad. By the way, she is a cutie. Ayla mamas, that's what they said about you, mamas. I say, DoorDash, this is your problem. It says just eliminate the wait times. Drivers shouldn't be sent for an order until it's ready for pickup. You act like you need drivers. It says you act like you need the driver's help to make it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. How are you going to be a driver and don't you know if you waited until you can't even do that? You can't even do that. The restaurant has to start making the order once it goes through the queue. So you can't even just say once it's ready, then send it out. If once it's ready, you send it out, the food is going to be cold because a driver is going to be trying to drive there to get there once it's ready. So all the time you're driving there is the wait time and the food sitting there. No, You get there when your order gets there. You try to get there ahead of time because it could be ready ahead of time. But you still have to understand that the restaurant has to cook the food. How do you drive and not understand the restaurant process? You know what? I'm going to spare you. I'm going to slap yourself. I'm going to spare you. You got an honorary. Says, I go through that with my sister. It's self insecurities that motivate them to say things like that. Even as a child, my sister would start fights with me. She would, it says she would say, you think you're special, then punch me. Let your baby know how special she is, and that skin color has nothing to do with others' insecurities. Oh yes, I will do that. This one says, that was right now. My best friend was black, and I didn't even know until someone said something. This is exactly why I put that thing up there, people. There's a lot of people like this comment right here. They never even knew. They never even knew. It says, my best friend was black, and she didn't even know until someone said something. That happens all the time, okay? A lot of people. Oh, here goes one. A lot of people don't know. Are you serious? So effing petty. People make AAA video about some seriously dumb S. Wow. So he's talking about the DoorDash, this is your problem. So he thinks it's petty. Now, Riz, if you are still here, I will tell you why he thinks this is petty, Riz, because I am someone that's a delivery driver that is actively saying this is the problem from another delivery driver. So he is saying that I am petty for pointing it out. Now, I am someone that does the same thing. If I see that, that makes me mad. That makes me look bad in someone else's eyes, and I have nothing to do with them. So I have something to do with that. So if I can just spread the word, and right now there's it's so petty that you know what, sir? I got you right here. What's his name? What's this dude's name? Billy Arnold. Billy Arnold. This one's for you, Billy Arnold. This is your Slap Yourself Award. Slap yourself with Hulk Hogan's first wrestling title. Okay? This is what I'm going to do for you. Okay? I'm going to do this for you here. Okay? I'm going to bring this one up. DoorDash, this is your problem. So, DoorDash, this is your problem has 34,000 views. Okay? It's so petty. It's so petty, it has 34,000 views. And Mr. Arnold, this is going to be your double slap yourself because Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant. So we go slap yourself with the belt and Andre the Giant's leotard after that. We go slap yourself with that one too. Okay, so we're going to get you with this one. This is why I brought it up. That's someone there that pretty much doesn't accept orders or anything. He felt a certain way because it was like calling him out. He couldn't even sit still. He said, I got to say something, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Power forward. Yeah, that is. And why is he doing this to me? That is what he's trying to play. But we go put him in the post. We go put him in the post. Here it is for you right here. We go put you in the post. Bam. Okay, so this video has DoorDash, this is your problem. Okay, it has 1,100 likes and 69 dislikes on 34,000 views. Okay, on 34,000 views. So the pettiness, you know what, people? You know what, people? Here you go. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys. And then I'm going to read some stuff because people just like, they read the wrong, like they watch the wrong video and say some stuff that makes
this DoorDash run.
Okay, bam. Now, I'm going to push mute and we're going to watch it.
Driver stood up in front at the register, okay, did not try to get attention for the order, and check this out, walking away, gonna walk away and act like the order is taking too long. The order is on the screen. Check this out. The order is up there on the screen, and it might be one of the other ones that was back there because it was two. Check this out. All she had to do, the manager just walked right in front. I spoke to him and said they added one on to my order. She looked at me weird, turned and just stood there, did not say anything, then walked out and left. So the order's not going to get picked up, and she was actually here inside the restaurant. Shame on you DoorDash drivers. That's what I'm talking about. You don't give the restaurant a chance, and then you complain about everything. You're messing up the game. Stop it.
Okay. See, and as you see, one gone, one back. I told you, Ribs, when you play that video, it touches people a certain way. And they don't like that. Ooh, let me fix this. Whatever, I'll leave it there. That's good enough. They don't like that at all. So I'm showing you, and if everyone saw, if you saw on the order, there was 2 orders there, and there were 2 that were already made. Hers was one that was in the back already made. Mine, I was waiting for one, and one was already made with her other one. So when I told him that I have another order, he went and saw, then he went and checked for the other ones, went and grabbed my other one, and went and grabbed hers. We walked in at pretty much the same time. We would have got the orders at pretty much the exact same time. Okay, so I showed people what she did over what I'm right there. So people, how are you getting mad when I'm picking up 2 orders and I got my 2 orders at the same time, and she was waiting for the one that was already with my other one? She walked away for no reason. And I see this driver all the time. It's a tie-dye shirt, a red shirt, a blue shirt, or orange shirt every single time. Now, if that person does that, now that's one person. That's one person. Now, that's why the stats on that video show you got 1,100 likes on people that would not do that. And you got 69 people that say that was perfectly fine. Well, people, that's 69 people that spread out, leaving bad taste in people's mouths. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. We got to clean this stuff up. And I'm going to do it like this, people. We have been in for the hour. I want you guys to check back, people. I want you guys to check back because it is going to be hot tonight, 5 p.m. Jonathan Rivers will be sitting in this seat. He will be interviewed. We will be going over his come up, this and that, and we will be tapping some more into this because right now he is a customer that just found out that this is how it actually works. And he's someone that spends a lot of money on this stuff too. Okay, people. So whenever there's caterings or get-togethers and stuff like that, there's money that goes into this stuff. And these people don't understand how the drivers are thinking. So if you want to see now a customer that heard what really goes on, he's going to be sitting down with me at 5 p.m. And that will be the Hot Facts. All donations, cash app them things to Hot Facts, or you can send donations in to GoFundMe. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. More interviews to come. I'm going to have more interviews on the street, people, where I'm going to be going out on the street, conducting interviews and doing my thing. I will be out on the beat on the street. Show your boy a little bit of love. All donations count because sometimes, people, I'm going to be in homeless camps in the middle of the heat. Okay, send some love out to your boy. Thanks everyone for subscribing, people. I'm out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2, but double back at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because we will get hot.